Alrighty, I'm out here on a cold Monday in the middle of November, and we're doing some shooting. I'm going to be shooting the Rangemaster baseline assessment drill here. I am shooting this cold, not just because of the temperature here, but also because I've not fired any rounds today. I'm going to be shooting this from concealment with my Glock 45. Since we're in the colder winter season, I've been carrying this gun a bit more just because it's easier to layer with, and the length of the gun helps out actually a fair bit in concealment when I'm wearing regular pants. When I'm in gym clothing, this gun's just still too big, but otherwise it's what I'm carrying fairly regularly right now. There's 5 strings of fire for this drill. I'll link my article on the drill down below in the description. So yeah, for the first string of fire, it is to begin with our hands at our side at like a rested position, and then draw and fire 5 rounds in 5 seconds into our B8. So we'll start on beep here. Reholster. Sunk one a little low there. Let me mark that here. It cut the line, but I'm going to score that down. Presentation felt a little slow there, but this is only my 49 out of 50. This is only my 3rd shooting trip since my accident back in September, and I've been doing some dry work now that my back's not hurting so bad, but still I've got to take it at a reasonable pace. That was 383, draw to first round was 182, so fairly slow, but the hits are good. Again, I've got one that I dropped there into the 9 ring, but it is what it is. Now, even though it's cold out here, when the sun's out, I can kind of roll my sleeves up a little bit and not have it impact quite as hard. For the second string of fire, we begin with our gun in our dominant hand at like a low ready position here. And we are going to raise the pistol and fire 3 rounds in 3 seconds. Start on beep here. I'm going to reholster between strings of fire. It's not called for by the drill, but something I want to do. 216 there. I kind of rushed the last 2. All the hits are still pretty good, but I kind of rushed it. I have 1 that hit in the 10, and then 2 in the 9. So that was a total of 28 points out of 30. And again, we did that in 216. Put the Sharpie back on the shirt, transition the shot timer to my right hip here, and then pull the gun out, switch it to my left hand. Same deal as before. We have a 3-second part time here, still at 5 yards, but we're doing it weak hand or non-dominant hand. 2 rounds in 3 seconds here. 2 rounds in 3 seconds here. Okay, reholster. Yeah, I'm dropping some rounds here. Like I said, I'm still kind of getting back into my regular groove of shooting here. And again, this also shot entirely cold. 167. I could have gone a little bit slower there, and I know I would have had a better score. So 18 out of 20. We're going to come back to 7 yards here, and I'm going to verify that I only have 3 rounds remaining in my gun. So draw. We have 2 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. And for this one here, we have 10 seconds, so a pretty generous par time here to come from low ready, come up, fire 3 rounds, perform a slide lock reload, fire 3 more rounds. So my reload is also from concealment. It's not like I've got like an open rig outside of here. It's all from the waistband here. So starting on beep. Okay, reholster. I felt one that I shanked up a little high there, but we hit right on the line, so that's still in the 10 ring. All good hits there. So that was 60 points out of 60. Trying to be a little bit more conscious about the accuracy there. And the time for that, let me get the timer into the light here, 6:18. So we have 3, 5, 7, and 10 here. And then for the final stage, we have 4 seconds to fire 4 rounds from low ready at 10 yards. Think of it like a miniature Vickers test here. So, starting on beep. and reholster. I shanked that first one off to the side. I was pushing too hard with my firing hand, and it kind of just sunk that round over. So, all good hits. Let's see, yeah, that one's one I already crossed through. So we have 2 that landed in here, 1 in the 9, 1 in the 8, so down 3 points there. So 37 out of 40. And we shot that in 282. So our total score here, we're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a 192 out of 200. Generally speaking, I can shoot this drill better than that. But between recovering from the injury, still having some muscular back pain because of the 8 slip discs, I'm happy with the performance here today. And of course, I shot this entirely cold, so you know, normally I would shoot, I think the best I've done on this, and again, this is not a drill that I would recommend that you just try to pound through. This is one that's like, hey, shoot it maybe like once a month, maybe like once every couple of weeks, or if you're trying out a different gun, you can use it as a comparison between other ones. I'm generally about 197-ish on this drill. But yeah, so 192 is a 96% for passing, so obviously we passed it, but excuse me, I know I can do a little bit better. And again, this comes back, sounds like I'm making excuses, but it comes back to the accident that I had was so severe on my back. It's the worst injury I've ever had in my entire life. That truthfully, I kind of just have to get back into the groove of things here. So thank you for watching. And again, check out the article on this drill down below.